basically, I just need to like kind of establish a timeline of events with you, as well
How is
as
this even gonna go? Because it's just gonna be me. Nobody else is attending. This is like kind
that's
of
not
awkward.
true.
You know what I mean? Who else? Well, like nobody to say their side is attending.
Yeah, I know Slacks is apparently a doomsday prepper now, so that's something.
And I don't see Rika would me have coming. They might.
So as far as Riker goes, basically what I'm gonna have to do is in my opening and closing, I'm just going to have to see that's not really our problem. Like if they do not come up with like a defense on their part, like, you know, tough luck. Like our job is to establish that your rights were violated, and then also basically what's the word I'm looking for, defend the damages sought, or give reasoning behind the damages sought. Like it doesn't matter if like the people from the other side show up or don't show up, that's on them.
Okay.
But what I will do as well, because here's the thing, even if they did show up, I can't really force them to be questioned. I mean, I could actually, because this isn't criminal, this is civil, and that's why I tried to call Slacks, and he was just like, no. So.
So
But
do you think this is gonna go pretty quick? Thanks. I feel like they just have to call me up, ask me for my side of my events, and then like I don't know how they go from there.
no, Coyote is also, I think, a
that's
witness,
right.
and I called Nadia
Oh my
as
God,
a
Coyote.
witness, as well.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, this is 4 months later. That's wild.
I just don't know how these go, because it's just like, yeah, they did that shit. They're both gonna say, yeah, they did that shit, and then it's gonna be like, well, okay, nobody's here to say that they didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like the people here who did it,
Yeah,
aren't here to say
that's better for us. Again, that's not our problem. That's their problem. So what we need to establish tomorrow is like the timeline of events, basically what happened. I did the deposition for Hazel Luna tonight. So basically the questions I'm going to ask you are: was your phone stolen? How was your phone recovered? Did the officers look through your phone with your consent? What did you say to them? It's going to be a little bit difficult to ask you questions about what they said because they're not present to defend themselves, but it's also a civil, so they might not need to be present, honestly. Because I think hearsay is hearsay in regards to criminal, Nino?
Hearsay is any statement that is made by a party that
wouldn't it be with criminals
that is not
though?
present. So what do you, can you wait, sorry, say again? Can
so,
you have hearsay in a
civil?
No,
you can't. Okay.
no. You would need like a recording or something along those lines.
So we'll just have to go basically off of the statements, which I can reference. A lot of what this is going to fall on is it's going to fall on me. It's going to fall on me during my opening, highlighting specific areas of evidence, highlighting specific testimony or statements. It's also I'm gonna have to spend time highlighting the verdict of the criminal trial, because it was established during the verdict like he did that shit, you know. But again, like for the sake of the civil, we still have to go through the motions of it. But those are kind of the questions I'm gonna ask you. I'll ask Coyote to kind of confirm like
what
he
was
saw.
like. May I ask what statement in particular? Like, is it providing a fact, or is it to give an outline of why? Like, what's the case of the hearsay statement?
So I remember Tilly telling me at one point that when she asked them, can you, she, like, when they were looking through her phone, she's asked them something along the lines of, can you do that? Is that legal? And Slacks responded with, take it to court or something like that.
And who is going to
Oh,
be
back.
stating that?
Well, nobody can really, that's the problem I'm facing is
You
I
don't.
would like to highlight that in court, but if he's not present, I can't really. I mean, I guess I could and see if they just don't see if they might not object to it.
You would need. Yeah, but. Okay, is there any reference of that in a report? Because how are you going to bring it up?
Is
Just
there any
through.
reference to it?
Did they tell you this, Tilly?
Yeah, they told me. That's what Slacks told me.
Ah,
said
and you
this to
want Tilly.
I want
Mm,
Tilly to say this.
Okay, so I need to remember to say that.
If that's what happened. If
That's
how you
gonna.
remember it.
I feel like. This is so tough. Wait. Are they. Did you summon them? Were they summoned to court?
Slacks was, but he has stated he is not attending.
Okay, and then you might be good. And who told you this happened, Tilly?
They said this to Tilly, and Tilly told me.
But who's they?
Slacks
Slacks
said that. To
Slacks
Tilly.
told Tilly. I
Take it
think
to
you can
court.
use it then because this is a little tough. I don't know how they're gonna handle it here, but what's happening is
Given the fact that he's decided not to be there,
correct.
not to defend himself, hearsay should not be considered.
Yeah,
In this.
there's a way to do it. I just don't know because I this can be done. Let me try to cook on this a little bit. I have
I
to.
think I could probably reason with the judge in
Yeah.
the fact that
He has the opportunity to provide counter testimony, but he's refused
Yeah.
to attend court despite being summoned. So
exactly.
Okay.
So I think we try. The worst that can happen is it gets objected and you know, they sustain it. Not a big deal. Yeah, so I'll ask you about like the
You want me
conversation.
to? You want me
I
to
don't.
bring it
I
up? Is there things that you want me to?
I will ask you. I will ask you, you know, when
I just feel bad if I'm gonna forget stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's been so fucking long.
it's okay. That's why I'm gonna ask you questions. And if you forget things, just say like I don't remember. It's not a big deal. At the end of the day, this was still all established in another case. Just do your best. So like I will ask you like, was your phone stolen? Who stole your phone? How did you get it back? When you went to get your phone, what happened? Did you give them consent to look through your phone? When they were looking through your phone, or when they told you they looked through your phone without your consent, what did you say? That's when I'm not going to tell you exactly what to say. You say what you want to say. Was there anything else said? Were there any other people present? Yada yada, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But again, a lot of this is going to fall on me because I'm going to need to highlight a lot of evidence. In addition to that, I'm going to ask you, how long did you work for the PD?
Oh God, at that point, fuck.
I don't remember. I feel like there's a lot of things in. Okay, I'm gonna give you the TLDR of
5 months.
Okay. Yeah.
there.
Just give
I know that there must be a
About 5
way. I
months,
just
okay.
don't know what that way is.
At the time that this occurred, how much were you making per hour working at the PD?
What was it? 3,500? Was that the cap that Max had on there?
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
On average, how many hours a day did you work? I'm asking you, how many hours a day did you work?
7, 8 hours
And how many days a week did you work?
every day.
Approximately how much was your paycheck per month at the time of
You're gonna ask.
the
I ain't got a calculator if you're gonna ask me these things. Because I'm not gonna be able to give you an exact number like that.
So then in that case, what I can do is I can say, can you reference evidence? It's the the bank records that I submitted.
Okay. So you're gonna have me look at the evidence and then
It's the People's Exhibit B.
you want me to look right now?
You don't have to. And then I'll ask, like, are these your bank records? You know, they are. You'll answer. Can you see the areas highlighted in yellow? Is that your government pay from working at the PD?
Okay.
And I'll ask you to reference like the receptionist pay tab, June 2024. There's 2 tabs on this. There's one that's just your full bank transactions, and then one that is just of June. And I'll ask you to confirm that's the amount that you made in June, which was $462,499. And then basically I'll follow it up. On average, is that about the amount that you would make per month at the $3,500 per hour paycheck or pay rate?
Okay. So I should probably go over all this stuff tonight too to like refresh
Yeah,
my
just
memory.
take a look through it, refresh
Okay.
yourself. So basically we're doing this to establish the damages sought. So we are going after 2 different damages. This is lost wages.
Dude, I'm
which
excited for
I'm gonna
this court
actually have
case,
to
but
ask you
I'm a
more
little
questions.
confused.
So the next question will be, why didn't you work at the PD after this? So this is where we
I'm
establish
a little
like
confused.
why you deserve lost wages. And that's
Why
why we want to talk
this
about what
wasn't
Slack
settled?
said is important, because basically it's not a great work environment, you know, if somebody says that to you. So I'm going to say, like, why didn't you want to work at the PD after this happened?
I agree. It's not a good work environment. You think I can sue
Oh, that's what
Nino
Peter-
at the end of our term too for like damages that he's causing me?
Probably. We can talk about
Okay.
that later.
All
I
right,
feel
we'll talk
like
about that later.
our entire the last 3 months of our campaign, it's because of the allegations towards Tilly and the entire police department, mostly the Blaine County, has been targeting us because of what they perceive to be this court case and what it means over the I don't know what I'm saying.
But
Did
so
anyone
I'm gonna
why wasn't this settled?
so they initially, I talked to Bruce, and initially we talked about 500,000. He took it to his high command. And then I don't remember
who did?
what Bruce took it to his high command. And then
Bruce
it
who?
ended up Bruce Collins. We ended up going back and forth a little bit, but it ended up being like, he basically said it's not going to be more than like $100,000. So I said, no thanks.
Oh my god.
Should I like mention stuff about when like he was telling me things like you know, how he really enjoyed me at the PD and that side? he needed to establish my trust by going through my phone and things of that sort.
When did he ask you that?
He said that to me when we were in the room and he was going through my phone.
Was that before or after the incident?
It was when he was going through my phone.
Yeah, no, I want you to talk about all that.
Okay.
But right now we're talking about your lost wages. So, like, establishing why you deserve lost wages.
Yeah, so like bringing up that like he said those things to me and it made me feel uncomfortable
yeah.
going back to work after that.
Like, did you feel like you could go back to work after this incident?
Alex Ron.
Oh, you want me to answer right now?
Yeah. I want to hear your answer. Just give me like an idea of what you're gonna say.
I want to come up with like a full coherent thought about it, like through the night, and have a better answer for you. But I'll probably do something along the lines of that I was uncomfortable with the circumstances.
And then I would ask, why were you uncomfortable?
I would probably mention something along the lines of the things that Slacks was saying, and I want to articulate it better, but I want to bring up how uncomfortable it made me to go back into that environment where they thought that they could just go through it in the first place. That made me think that if they felt that they could take advantage of me in that way, I don't know how much farther they would want to continue to go with it.
Yeah.
But I wanna
Good. That's
articulate it in a
perfect.
better
What
way.
the
No,
fuck?
but yeah, talk about that. Also, you know, I'll ask like, do you feel like it was a safe work environment? Did anybody ever reach out to you after the fact? Did they ever apologize? That kind of thing.
Can I say that because Coyote, right? He actually Rika was going to apologize to me. He told him he was, and I don't think he ever did. Well, he never did, but
I'll ask Coyote about that. Thank
okay.
you. And
Hey. I got something for you.
Hello.
I got a plushie. It is election season. Consider voting for me, Nino Chavez, current mayor. And
Very
there's
nice
a
to
little
meet
book
you.
right over there with all the things I'm looking to do over the next 3 months.
Oh, thank you very much,
That's
sir.
right.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Voting is open right now over at the City Hall.
Yes, I voted for Eve Summers already.
Why the fuck would you vote for her?
She's my friend.
Yeah? And what is she going to do down here? You live up there? Up in Blaine County?
I mean, I will.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, one day. One day when it's all burnt to the... Get the fuck out of here.
But good luck. Thank you.
Yeah, fuck you. Fucking son of a bitch. Fucking Belena's coming down into taking the jobs. Fucking son of a bitch.
Why would that be a reason? What? No, I wasn't moving. I don't have a fucking house.
okay, so we'll just correct that. And then the note for termination is works for the Los Santos mayor's office. Said she can't work 2 government jobs at the same
you know what?
time.
I never told
also
them that.
activity.
I
Okay,
never
then
said that.
that is one thing that we will
Only
confirm.
Los Santos residents will be getting G6 paychecks.
Okay, that's kind of it.
We'll see. I feel like this is gonna be interesting with nobody else there but me. But like you said, it's not our problem, so
No, this is entirely their problem.
yeah.
It's good for us.
Do you think that they're gonna go really hard on it, or
Like,
like what
I
can
don't
they say though? These people weren't fucking involved. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what they can
Look,
say.
the likelihood of you actually getting $1 million for this is
No,
very
they're not gonna
small.
give me $1 million for it.
I at most I would expect like 500,000.
Are they gonna ask me what I'm gonna do with the money?
No, and if they do, I'll say objection relevance. Like that, what the fuck? Doesn't matter.
Hmm. Can I cite to
You
them
get
that I've
fucking
donated
lighted on
millions of
fire for
dollars to
all.
Nino's campaign because he won't pay me properly?
I don't. That's the state
No,
that makes those decisions.
Uh huh. I was just making sure. Wasn't sure if I could put that on there.
Let's just get through tomorrow. It'll be fine.
I had asked her if I could request the money from the BCSO.
I mean, we can.
You could.
Because technically it was Slacks who did it, and Slacks was a part of the BCSO. at
That
the time.
is a fair point.
But I guess Rika and Maeve were also involved.
I
and
mean,
think
I could
Rika went to
motion
the
to
phone.
remove the LSPD.
We just, I think we were concerned of how it would come off.
Why?
Yeah,
Well,
Because
why are you pointing at me?
for reasons.
yeah. Yeah. Oh. I mean, listen. Listen. I feel like all I know is, Kit, I've known you for like a handful of hours. All right. You know, how am I gonna put? I understand. Never mind. Let's just say I get it.
That was the issue. It's
Yeah.
not you, Kit. It's somebody else.
Yeah, no, I think we're fine. I mean, if that's something that you want me to highlight tomorrow, is that you feel like Tilly feels like the burden should be on BCSO for this lawsuit, as it was directed by Captain Slacks.
I would prefer that, honestly, because the course of events that had happened was all under his purview, right? So I don't understand why the LSPD should be held accountable for the actions that are under the BCSO. But
Well, still, like, even if your superior tells you to commit a crime, like you shouldn't do it. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
like
true.
it is on both of them. Like they are both at fault.
Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying.
All right. Well, that's it. I'll let you cook on what we talked about. That's kind of all I got.
Okay, I'll cook on it. And before, what time is the case tomorrow?
Let me look.
I just think it's kind of messed up, Tilly, that this week, I've got an entire election to run, and of course you get your case scheduled like the next
Why
day.
do you only think about yourself, you stupid?
Yeah, I'm doing
motherfucker?
this because you made me run again.
You're doing this because you made me run again. That's what you sound like. You sound like you're always bitching. How did I make you run again, huh? Go ahead. I'm waiting.
No, you know.
No, go ahead. Tell me. Elaborate.
No. Oh shit, G6 work. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good, you?
You have a plushie yet?
Nah, for what?
Oh shit. I am running for re-election and I'm handing these out.
Oh, shit, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got all my campaign points right on this. Boom. Nino Chavez. You got any
Yeah.
questions? I'm over on the yellow pages.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I was
Yep.
up to the debate yesterday, man. You made some good points.
Oh, appreciate that. All right, brother.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll probably email you then, just to make sure we have our ducks in a row.
Okay.
Because I don't think we're around before then either.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really hustle to get here on time.
Wait, what time is it?
Okay.
At?
It's at 5 p.m. Eastern. Or excuse me, Central. So 6 p.m. Eastern.
All right. Well, that sounds good. We'll kind of go
Yeah.
from there. See how it goes.
Okay.
All
In
right.
worst
Figure
case,
it out.
you know, I'm not rich, and that's all right.
To be honest, I don't think $1 million makes you rich anymore.
I was gonna spend my money on getting him a hair transplant because he's starting to go bald.
All right.
Is that
well,
true, Nino?
No.
Yeah, he's a liar.
Where's my bald spots? I ain't got none.
It's, you're receding.
Wait,
What do
how
you mean?
how do you say that? Like, look at that.
You're receding. I can see a hairline right here. It's going.
Where?
You're doing
What
the
is
Trump
receding?
Thing.
What?
Your hairline. You're doing the Trump thing. You're doing like the little hairs that you have left, and you're putting them towards the front.
Hey, what?
Yeah, the Trump thing. He has like the hair.
I'm
like
not balding. What the fuck?
You are balding.
You're
Look
like
at you.
forcing shit on me right now. This
No,
kind of
I'm
making
not
me
forcing
uncomfortable.
anything on you. Then
You
what
are.
do you mean? How am I forcing
You're
shit on you? You're
forcing what's
literally
happening in
balding.
my hair.
It's. I mean, you're receding. I don't know what you want from me.
Hair is
Are you guys
perfect.
like this all the time?
Your hair's pretty receding to me, Nino.
You see what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's you know.
How's the campaign going?
It's going pretty good. I think it's one of those. It's complicated because they did this whole like the day me and Pred decided like, hey, we could see ourselves both as mayor, and like, hey, maybe we should work a little bit together. They announced you declare your residency and you can only vote for one thing, even though that fundamentally makes no sense. It makes sense if there was like registry beforehand, right? So you understood the implications of the decision beyond the election. But now there's like this odd status quo where it's like, what if you like, because some people are voting, let's say they're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna vote for Pred up north, all fun and dandy, right? But now you're a Blaine County resident, so what's the future implication? You know what I mean? Because some of our legislation,
I imagine you couldn't buy a house in Lucina
exactly,
County,
and
Blaine County resident.
so Angel responded to my 5-page thing with like some of the most idiotic shit that was like, you're confusing citizen and resident while simultaneously ignoring the fact that there's currently legislation that says Los Santos residents can ... So now that it's been declared, how do you know whether or not someone is or is not a resident without getting access to the ballot?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And because it's not an actual like declaration of residency, given the fact you cannot renounce it and there's no other mechanism to declare it, what do you call it? It draws into question whether the current election is constitutional.
Well, regardless, I hope you win. I hope it goes well for you.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
gonna win.
Yep. Yeah, I hope so.
Him and what army? There's nobody else against him.
Yeah.
You got the stupid saint motherfucker.
I don't
who
think
seen him
that's
too.
true. I think you're downplaying it. I think me and Pred's votes are going to be split very heavily. And as a consequence, it may not be as landsliding as it might seem. Yeah. Because I think a lot of people have been like, oh, yeah, Nino, you're going to win. Of course. So we're going to vote for Pred. So, we'll see. We'll see.
They're either voting for Pred or they're voting for Eve. And you are kind of in the who the fuck is voting?
No, there's people that are voting up north thinking that I'm going to win already. Yeah. So I'm just saying it's not surefire. I'm not someone who says like, hey, something's in the bag. That's a very dangerous mentality to have. You know what I mean? You should never be sure of what's going to happen. Got to keep pushing. Yep. It's kind of like even our stuff. Remember how I made us all go ham on writing legislation early on? You know, it's like, oh, we got plenty of time. We got 3 months. Well, look at it. You know. Yeah, you never know what
Man, that shit just went
roadblocks come along the way.
by
No.
fast.
Mm-hmm.
This entire campaign just fucking flew by. It seemed like the days. It was just like 2 days ago, and we were like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah,
we're
no,
campaign
it
again.
absolutely flew by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This guy requested a lawyer, and now he's not answering his phone.
All
I
right.
311 for him. So,
Um.
oh well.
Your dad's running for a judge.
I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
I voted for him.
I'm gonna vote for him too.
Lunar, thank you for the 16 months.
Yeah, he asked. Yeah, I voted earlier. When I was at the
Sweet
courthouse
16
for the
POG.
convention.
Hell yeah.
You know, Barrick asked me if I wanted to be part of his cabinet when he was considering running for mayor.
Oh, okay, so that was real.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because I had heard it, but there was a lot of like rumors flying around, so it's hard to know what was true or not.
Yeah, he asked me if I'd be interested, and I was like, I don't know. I've already turned down. I don't think Pred had asked me. Pred asked me as well. But oh, here's the cop. Hold on. Hello.
Did you vote yet, Nino?
Yeah, I voted right away.
Oh, I gotta go vote.
All right,
Let's go.
let's get you down there. All right.
Let's go. Yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, kid.
All right, good to see you guys.
Later,
Love
kid.
you. So who's what's the charges?
Shouldn't even say it back. The fucking bitch.